Okay, go for it.
Hi, my name is Cecile, and I'm from the Foster City area. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story, and that is that I was struggling with my weight, as I'm sure many of you have been through that, and I also wanted to quit smoking. So I came to the Bay Area Hypnosis Center, and I talked to Robert, and we came up with a plan for my future. And in the first session, I quit smoking completely and have never craved a cigarette after that. And then we began...
And how long has that been?
And that's been over a year and a half.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And then we began to set about losing weight. So with Robert's help and the help of the hypnosis tapes, I've lost 120 pounds. I've kept it off for over 7 months now, and am just continuing to enjoy my relationship with the Bay Area Hypnosis Center for support and further instruction as needed, and I couldn't be happier.
Wonderful. How would you, can you say a little bit about like the customer service? Because your program, officially, kind of ended. It was about an 8-month program. And yet, it's a year and a half, you're still coming back once a month, you come to the weight loss classes and things like that, and all free of charge as part of our written service guarantee. Can you say a little bit about like customer service and things like that?
I couldn't be happier about the customer service here. I can call, I can schedule appointments in the evening, whatever's convenient for my schedule. They always try and work around my crazy hours. And meeting with Robert periodically just keeps me focused. I can get questions answered. I can always call in and talk with Jenna or Jennifer, and I always feel supported. And I think that's very, very important as I continue on in this program.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful, wonderful. And what would you say is the biggest benefit that you got from your training here so far?
Wow, I've gotten so many benefits. It's really hard to narrow it down. But I have become a totally more confident person. I want to do more things now. I have a whole new outlook on where I want to go and what I want to do, and really I used to make fun of people that went to the gym and ate healthy, and I used to think they were all about themselves. But now that I'm one of those people, it's not like that. I'm about me, but now that I feel good about me, I can be about other people too. So really, everybody around me has benefited from me taking care of me.
Awesome. And you started to talk a little bit about like how the program has impacted your stress level and your outlook on life. Can you maybe just talk a little bit more about that? Elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I didn't want to do a lot of things because, first of all, I was smoking, and you can't go a lot of places smoking. And secondly, I was overweight, and there was just not a lot of energy in me to do a lot of things. But with Robert's help and the Bay Area Hypnosis Center, I now have the energy to go do things. So, of course, my outlook is totally changed. And because I'm so happy and optimistic, my stress level has totally decreased. And I'm learning how to even bring it down to even more reasonable levels and not let every little thing bother me and set me off.
Wonderful, wonderful. And just to get clear, you have already reached your goal weight that you originally set, and I think you've actually surpassed it. And so the main reason we're continuing to do follow-up, which is what I often want to do, is just to continue to, until it's just 100% feeling so comfortable, so natural, that you're going to stay that way for the rest of your life, and also just making sure that you're, that you're happy and that you feel supported.
And that's like a totally important part of the program. I think that in the past, because I had tried so many different programs, but we would get to this maintenance time, and I think I would actually sabotage myself because I didn't understand it, or I went off all the pre-packaged preset food and had to eat on my own, and I hadn't really learned how to do that. So this program is so different in that sense, that you're eating regular food the whole time.
Excellent, excellent. And also, you know, the fact that you're not doing any kind of diet or dieting strategy from the beginning, that we're only focusing on changes you can live with for the rest of your life. So there's no shift at the end of the weight loss into a maintenance phase, because we know statistically that tends to fail miserably. So that's why we don't want to do anything like that. You've been eating the way you're going to eat for the rest of your life from the get-go, and only making changes you can feel comfortable with long term.
Exactly.
Cool.
And I think because we don't talk about this as being a diet, we don't talk about it as then going on to maintenance, it makes a whole difference in how you look at it. And all I can say is, for people out there who have been like me and have struggled and struggled, gone on programs, lost weight, but then only regained it again, give the Bay Area Hypnosis Center a call. Talk to Robert. See if this is something for you, because there couldn't be a better program for me. And I highly recommend it for those of you out there.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, one more question in the questions, because you mentioned tapes earlier, and tapes are an adjunct to the live sessions that we do and the coaching. So the coaching and the hypnosis that we do, we're in here. What would you say about the difference between the two? Because obviously they're very different. You know, those tapes add additional reinforcement throughout the week when you're not here in the office, you know, during that initial phase until you wean yourself off of it. And I assume you're not listening to tapes every day at this point.
Right.
Correct? Okay.
Right.
So how would you say the difference between like the working in here with me live versus the adjunct tapes you do on the side?
I think that the tapes that I do at home kind of just reinforce for me what we've talked about during the live sessions. And the live sessions are so important because I get a chance to interact and ask questions and clear up anything that maybe I'm not sure of, or we'll talk about other issues or some ongoing life traumas. And the good news is you're always willing to listen, you know, when life happens.
Yeah.
So, but then the tapes at home are my little time for me. It kind of reinforces that it's okay to take time for me, and it reinforces what we've talked about during our sessions.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's going to help a lot of people. And may I have your permission to use this, obviously, in print and media?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What would you say?
Anything you want to say
no?
for the anything you want to say for the blooper reel? Then I would ask you to close your eyes and raise your arm, and we'd talk for a while, and then I'd ask you again.
Gosh, who did I mention hypnosis to the other day? And they were like,
We've had several friends come in and sign up.
Yeah.
One dropped out. But her husband almost died.
Is that Suman?
Yeah.
Oh, I wondered.
Well, and I don't know if she's going to come back, but we just took the pressure off her because I know her husband just lost a kidney or something like that, or
See, I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but something pretty serious.
Oh, sheesh.
And so
She was at work last.
she just kind of disappeared for a while, and I was kind of like, okay, down the road when she wants to get, she will.
Yeah.
And I believe you have another friend who's
Pam, Baby Honey, she comes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pam, I just got a killer testimonial from Pam. And what's amazing too is Pam, on about session 2 or 3, was like, you know, I don't know if anything's really changing, right? And I got the most beautiful testimonial from her this week, and she's like a different person. Yeah, check her out and see for yourself.
Cool.
If you tell me.
Cool.
Yeah. So she is very, very happy. Yeah. Okay.
Good.
Cool.